Matt Sampson here with storm specialist Carl Parker. Carl, let's talk a little bit more about the polar vortex and the possible climate change angle as well.
Yeah, you know, the media really picked up on this, but it's like a lot of things in meteorology, it's a lot more complex than just saying this was the polar vortex. And so I want to show you, first of all, what that is. And this is the northern hemisphere. We're looking at the period from 1968 to 96, so nearly 30 years. And we're looking at an area of winds here, a circulation and lower pressure and colder air that sits right over the pole. So that's basically what it is. It's this area of circulation and lower pressure, and occasionally it reaches down and makes it a little bit more cold. Now, this is December of 2009, and we know that the Arctic is warming much more quickly than other parts of the world, and so that warming actually disrupts that circulation, and pieces of it can then break off and make it farther southward and down into more continental areas. Now, we don't know that that was necessarily what happened in this particular case, but I can show you the surface temperature anomalies. So here we are looking at December and right up until just a few days ago. And here's the pocket of colder air, same projection, northern hemisphere, the pocket of colder air in North America and reaching down into the US. While as we look at Europe and Russia and China and the Pacific Ocean and the northern part of the North Pole, essentially the Arctic regions, you've got a huge area of warmer than average temperatures.
I know we feel like we're important in the United States, but when you look at how small we are compared to the rest of what's going on in the rest of the world,
it's
amazing.
It is amazing. I mean, the United States, the lower 48, takes up 1.5% of the surface of the globe. So you can have these tremendously warm areas, and it can still be cold in a little pocket, and that's exactly what's been happening in recent times here. The most important thing about climate is that as we look at globally averaged temperatures over many decades, we can see that there are little periods where it gets colder and periods where it gets warmer, but the trend line from 1900 up until now is very clearly up. That's the bottom line. It's still warming.
I think it's really interesting that that polar vortex area was pretty solid for a long time, and the Earth got warmer and it seems to be sort of broken up and changed.
Well, that was a smaller period that we were looking at, but we're seeing more of that now.
Right.
Definitely.
All right, great. Thanks, Carl.